Can't believe it, but honors classes might be a thing of the past. You might remember going to high school, and you might remember there are regular classes, there are honors classes, and then there are advanced placement classes, AP classes. Honors classes were more challenging. AP classes were even more challenging and potentially gave you college credit if you got a 4 or 5 generally on the advanced placement test. However, according to the Wall Street Journal, cities in places like none other than California once again are deciding, you know what, it's time to increase equity. And by increasing equity, we're going to punish people who want to challenge themselves. Yes, that's literally something that's happening now in California. Take a look at this. Culver City, California. A group of parents stepped up to the lectern Tuesday night at a school board meeting in this middle-class Los Angeles area city to push back against a racial equity initiative. The high school, they argued, should reinstate honors English classes, which were eliminated because they did not enroll enough Black and Latino students. The district earlier this year replaced the honors classes at Culver City High School with uniform courses officials say will ensure all students of all races receive equal, rigorous education. The article goes on to say they talk about the parents fighting this, suggesting, look, we really feel equity means offering opportunities to people of diverse backgrounds, not taking away opportunities for others. I think there's a phrase here that is really applicable when we think about this, and it's equity should be equal opportunity. Everybody gets an equal opportunity, but not an equal result, right? So if you have potentially different students advancing at different levels, they shouldn't be punished, so to speak, and not be able to take an honors class because somebody else hasn't been able to catch up as much. Now, the folks in California who are removing honors classes suggest that one of the reasons the honors classes were removed was because only 13% of those in the 12th grade advanced placement classes were Latino, whereas Latinos represented 37% of the student body. Asians made up 34% of the AP class compared to just 10% of the students. Black students represented about 14% of AP English versus 15% of the student body, a little bit more in line there. And they go into this idea that individuals from a younger age may feel less motivated if everyone else is taking honors classes and they're just taking normal classes, and the honors classes let people maybe average a higher GPA for getting into college or whatever. So the idea Culver High School has implemented is, you know what, let's just get rid of the opportunity for you to take honors classes, and let's let everyone take what's known as a college prep class. Everyone will take college prep. Now that might seem like it's better than just a regular English class. Well, this is where I'd like to add my own 2 cents. This is straight up bullshit. California is so stupid and their school system is failing so much, now they're actually demoting people who are trying to challenge themselves in schools. This is shocking. I actually had the honor of going to a California high school for 12th grade. When I was a student in Florida, I took honors classes and AP classes. When I came out to California, I actually purposefully only took college prep classes. Guess why? I wanted to do nothing. And I aced those classes doing nothing. I came here and went from actually learning a lot in honors and AP classes to purposefully taking college prep in California and learning nothing. There was essentially no homework, no challenge, no education. It was stupid. I learned nearly nothing. It wasn't until I went to college that I actually started learning again. So I kind of felt like my senior day was a complete waste. In fact, college prep classes were known as being so easy that 2 things personally happened to me, because I've got a lot of personal experience related to this, because again, I went to a California high school. 2 things happened to me. Number 1, because the classes were so easy, I only had to go for a half of a day. So I didn't even get the full high school experience in high school here in California because the courses were so easy. On top of that, in my very first day taking a college prep class, in college prep economics. The teacher in that 12th grade class came up to me and said, hey, you know a lot about economics. Do you want to come in my AP class? And at that point, I had already convinced myself that for my senior year, because I moved out here to live with my girlfriend, I'm like, nope, I want to do nothing. So I told the teacher, I go, no thanks. But it was really cool because you go into a college prep class and within the first day, he's like, do you want to go to AP? Which was really cool. But it went to show that even the teachers are like if you actually have an interest in the subject, you don't belong in college prep because college prep is so easy. So now what you actually have is California and other states like Rhode Island suggesting, you know what? If we can't have everyone have an honors class, let's just dumb it down. Let's just remove the honors classes so that way everybody can be in the basic class together. I personally think everyone should have the choice, the right to choose. If I want the right to choose an easier class, I have that. If I have the right to choose a harder class, I should have that opportunity. Now, regarding equity, I actually ran for governor and I realized that unfortunately in poorer areas, you do something known as you concentrate poverty. So what that means is individuals who are living in poverty end up often becoming poorer. That's because when you live in poverty, you have a real struggle to get by and survive. So you end up moving to cheaper and cheaper locations. Well, the more you move to cheaper areas, the worse social services are for those areas because more people are moving to them. And I mean, social services being like police, Medicare, medical, fire, all of that. All of these services are worse. Schools generally go down as well. So when you concentrate poverty, you create problems, but you also tend to reduce opportunity for those folks. And I realized that when I ran for governor. When I ran for governor, I realized you need to help education in the poorer areas to actually be able to help minimize poverty in the future. So the state should be making a very strong effort to provide more services in poorer areas. In fact, I had a concept known as future schools, where when I ran for governor in California and I came in second place out of the recall candidates, almost 1 million votes in, realized that what we needed to do was actually educate students more in poorer areas who, yes, are in California more often Black or Latino. And what you ended up needing to do was provide a new potential school system where you could teach completely from the bottom up and solve the education system solely in high school. So in other words, we would not rely on the education someone received in elementary school or middle school because it was probably bad. And that education younger individuals in poorer areas received, often in the poorer areas you had substantially higher Black and Latino populations. The education those folks received from elementary school to middle school was so subpar that they had no chance to get by in high school. So California's solution to this is, okay, well, if we can't have everyone be in honors classes, let's not fix why they can't get into an honors class. Let's just remove the honors classes. That's completely moronic. It's kind of like how California tried solving fire hydrant theft. So illegal marijuana farms in the desert of California were hooking up illegally to fire hydrants to water their illegal marijuana plants, their farms, right? Their illegal marijuana farms. And rather than prevent the crime, California decided, let's just remove the fire hydrants. California is so backwards. You literally cannot have a more stupid state. Oh, people are stealing water from the fire hydrants? Let's get rid of the fire hydrants. Oh, people can't make it into honors classes because their elementary and middle school education sucked? Wow, let's just remove honors classes and punish people in California. This is the most stupid thing I've ever seen. California is so backwards, and their rationalization for removing honors classes in Culver City is, well, the teachers were jarred by the racial statistics and felt obligated to do something. The teachers should feel obligated not to fail people in elementary school and middle school. Maybe if the teachers union got off their ass and did something and actually helped and fund teachers more appropriately, especially in poorer areas, maybe everybody would have the opportunity to enroll in a honors class if they wanted to. But no, rather than trying to elevate students, California wants to demote the successful folks or the folks who want to try harder or have a greater opportunity. That's pathetic. That is a disaster. California is getting worse by the day. I feel embarrassed to say I live in California. I feel like I am making these videos so often now where I'm like, what the hell is happening in California? And it's just getting worse and worse and worse. It's so frustrating. And then sometimes I get comments from people that are like, well, when did you try to do something about it, Kevin? I did. I literally ran for governor when I was 29 years old and came in second place. Goodness gracious. One party rule equals echo chamber. You are very correct. That's the problem. You literally have a government that would rather send stimulus checks to people making $500,000 than actually keep honors classes. That's California for you. That's so stupid. Crazy. Crazy. Anyway, that's my California rant for you.